We're down in a new creek today. Water's still really high. This is our third creek of the day and we haven't found anything yet. The wind is whipping above us up to 40 and 50 mile-an-hour gusts. Probably half out of our minds being here, but since I've been posting these videos, got some stiff competition in these creeks where I live, so this is what you gotta do if you want to find the points first. This is up in this little feeder. I'll make my way back up toward her. Hopefully we'll have some luck today. Fixing to join her, so wish us luck. Okay. Different creek, deep, waist deep. We're crazy for being here, but a whole new day. Me and Derek, and he's just walked up on our first one. Yesterday we got blanked out. We didn't find anything. Let's see what you got. Oh, I see it. Get a picture of that. All right, let's pick it up out of there. Let's see what you got there, Derek. Oh, yeah. Wow, beautiful point. Just a little bit of the tip gone. Beautiful. All right. Let's see if we can find a couple more. All right. A little bit down the creek. Actually, a good ways down the creek, and Derek's done come up on his second one. He's not giving me a chance. Oh, that's a nice one too. Nice little point. Let's get a picture of that right there. All right, pick her up, Derek. Yeah. Very nice. I flip her over one time. There you go. Really nice. Still got the needle tip on it and everything. This is a nice creek. This is Rabbit Gut Creek. Wow. Sweet. Maybe there's one up here for me. I'm hoping. Once again, Derek's done walked up on another one. He's blanking me today. This is his third one. Look at this. Look at that beautiful little point. All right. Pick it up, brother. Go ahead. Needle tip on it and everything. Very nice. Doggone it. I wish this creek would spit me one out like that. All right, well, maybe it will. Just keep trying. Derek, I'm going to leave you home next time, brother. I don't know what kind of fish that is. I've never seen one like it. So, letting you guys see, maybe you can let me know in the comments section down below. Okay. Here we go. Another point. Oh, get a picture of it. All right, pick it on up out of there, Derek. Yeah, nice. Let me rinse it off. I'm right here by the water. Crude little point, but it's still a nice one. There we go. All right. Well, we're having some luck, so we ain't got a lot of daylight left, but we're continuing on. Okay, we've been walking forever. I know these videos makes finding arrowheads look easy, but it's really not easy at all. Finally walked up on my first one. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. It's right there, just as pretty as it can be right there. Looks like it's not whole. Looks like the tip's gone. Dang, it would have been a nice one. I think it's a lost lake. I don't know what it is. Let's get it out of there. Oh, what a heartbreaker that is. Wow. Well, at least I found something today. Look at that, Derek.
It's a heartbreaker.
How pretty that would have been. All right. Keep going. Okay, this is point number 6 or 7 for today. Looks like a real nice one with a needle point on it. Still, pick it on up, brother. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, you're leaking something.
Oh, backpack.
Backpack.
Oh,
yeah, nice. One little nick off of it. Wow. I walked right over that one. That's how easy it is to step over a point in these creeks. But I'm going to try not to do it again. Okay. About an hour later, here's the next one. You can see that there. Wow. I don't know if this is made like this or not. Let me get in here and rinse it off. Nice little point. See if I can get a picture of it. There we go. Okay, it's on our way back. So, we're going on. Check that one out. Hello, my friends. Good to see you back here. I'm back in the big thicket across from my house. So it's been a hectic last couple of days. Letitia's battery went out in the car, had to replace that. Hot water tank burst while we were sleeping. Woke up yesterday to find my bathroom floor is flooded. And then, since bad things always come in threes, as my wife says, I told her not to say it, but she did anyway. Got home yesterday and the central air unit had stopped working. So I had to take care of all that stuff. But I've been anxious to get back to Melissa Coynan's message to us. Finished reading that, and the last one was really interesting. I never heard anyone claim that Bigfoot was able to mimic the sound of running water. So that was a first. Just goes to show you learn something new every day, even though I've been doing this for 45 years now. So apologies for any sounds you might hear, neighborhood sounds. Like I say, I'm really just outside my door, and people live around here, so you might hear dogs barking or cars, trucks moving around. So getting back to Melissa Coynan's experiences on the Mount St. Helens. Okay, here we go. Hi Barton. Now that I have my memory files open in my head, more things keep coming to mind. Let me start with the second time I camped at what came to be my favorite spot. I had camped here the summer before with my friend Dee. I did not yet know Sasquatch were real, although Dee had told me something followed him down the hill he had walked up for half a day. 6 foot 6 inches tall, no way I was keeping up, so I went back to camp. So the next spring I wanted to go back. I got this bright idea of hiking up that hill with everything I need in my backpack. Dee was working, my husband was working, so I went alone. That's never a good idea, by the way, to all you people go out squatching, as they call it, alone. Excuse me. Not a good idea. I parked in the meadow. There were no other campers there, no one for miles around. At one point in a spot with a clear view to the creek below, I heard a short "hoo." Today I think that it is a warning sound for others from the Sasquatch. At the time I thought, oh, maybe something cool. Don't know, and whatever. Now looking back, I really didn't go that far up. Maybe an hour and a half uphill. But not long after I started up, I had to climb through a bunch of alder trees that had fallen across this old logging road I was on. Easy enough in the daylight. So a while after I got through the alder mess, I found a decent spot on a corner that had a good view down below. I set up a tarp for my night shelter, used it kind of like a taco shell, but tied it high end back on shrubs. Hard to explain, but cozy. I explored a bit after setting things up. I had something to eat using my tiny burner that fits in my backpack. It screws on top of a small bottle of propane, the kind you have to balance a coffee pot on carefully. Got into my sleeping bag ready for the night. I was excited about being outside under the night sky after being cooped up all winter. I hung my Zoom H1 recorder up on a twig right beside my head and turned on the record button. I lay there listening to owls, and then the far-off rumble of a vehicle on gravel. I can hear it when it was on near corners, but then it would fade just to come again closer. Yes, they were coming to the river down below, where my truck is parked, and I'm all alone. Well, the next thing I know, I'm hearing whooping and hollering from where my truck is parked. It sounded like a bunch of drunken cowboys partying it up right next to my truck. Oh man, I really don't want to get up, but the longer I hear this, I know I have to go check on my truck. 20 minutes later, I'm headed down that hill, flashlight in hand, which is going dimmer by the minute. So I'm hustling down that brushy, overgrown logging road, and I'm not very graceful. My legs are short, my night vision ruined by light, so I must slow down as the light got dimmer. There's a bank going up on my left and a 300-foot cliff on my right. And then I come to the down alder trees. Just when I get in the midst of this mess, I hear a very loud hulu, hulu, hulu coming from behind me and coming up fast. Scared the heck out of me. It's coming up so fast I'm picturing something flying. As it gets louder and closer, I begin to panic. All of a sudden I get irked. I am doing all I can after all. So I stopped, turned around, pointing my ever so dim flashlight in that direction and yell at it, "I'm going as fast as I can, so back the hell off." And you know what, Bart? At the same time I'm yelling this, I'm hearing an owl call, big, loud, and clear from that direction, up near my tarp camp. And the sound stops. Silence. Now my attention turns back to the task at hand, and my flashlight at this point is useless. I continue through the mess of alder trees, and I am so relieved when I stand up straight on the other side. Excuse me. I can see the dim glow at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, the road. I'm almost there. And another good thing, those party guys, I heard nothing more. When I get to my truck, they were gone, thank goodness. So I wound up sleeping in my truck that night. No way I was going back up there in the darkness. And another good thing, just as I was shutting the garage door, going to head out earlier that day, I saw my tent and figured, what the heck, and threw it in my truck. So in the morning, after freezing off and on in my truck all night, I headed back up the hill to get my stuff. I noticed my recorder recorded for half an hour after I left last night. I have since learned to take plenty of I have since learned to take plenty of charged batteries and check power nightly. And on that recording, I could hear something messing with my coffee pot, my nylon sleeping bag, and other items I left behind that night. But who knows? I wanted more proof. I was hooked. Just want you to know that I really enjoy seeing you and Letitia out arrowhead hunting, hiking around, and just being outside. Too rainy here for much of that, I'm afraid. Well, I'm glad you enjoy that, Melissa. So right now I happen to be listening to Paranormal Roundtable, episode 177. I need you to know that even though I've had all these benign experiences that absolutely thrill me, I do not think of these things as friendly, cuddly, or nice creatures of the forest. Very wise of you. I don't even think they are cute. What I do think is that I was in a unique situation, and for that I am truly thankful. If these creatures are of the spirit world, I don't know. If they are all flesh and blood, I don't know. So I guess what I'm trying to say is I am just a researcher. I want to know more. I want to see more of these creatures. I want to know more about them. It's like being hungry. No, it's a thirst for knowledge. I have no urge to seek elsewhere because I don't trust them. They do scare me more now than ever. If a strange Bigfoot came by and wanted to kill me, I don't think the ones that know me would stop it. I know even they would kill my girl Nico if they ever got a chance. Here's another time I remember. My daughter Nikki, my dog Nico, and I were sitting around camp one night. It was dark. Nikki was listening to the headphones on the recorder. Then she asked me if I was calling Nico right now. I told her no, why? She then tells me she heard someone whispering, "Nico, come here," 2 times. "Nico, come here." Well, I don't call her like that. I say, "Nico Mon," or "Mon Nico." I think that might be pronounced Moan, short for come on Nico. Never do I say, "Nico, come here." Now, do I think one of the Sasquatch said this? I think I might. Yes, actually I do, just from the other things I've heard. I do not have enough information to have an opinion as to what these creatures are. As quickly as the ones I knew are growing and changing, I think the whole dynamic of what I had going is changing. I do hope my summers near the Sasquatch will continue. We will see how it goes. I just hope you don't think I'm a nut like the ones Josh Turner talks about, having tea and crumpets with the nature people while loaning them garlic and a cup of sugar, LOL. No, I don't think you're a nut, Melissa. This is the small meadow I speak of with the hillside at the far end the owl concert came from. Let me show you guys that picture right there. Here's a little Sasquatch track right behind the tent. Please excuse my foot. It is for size comparison. Okay, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this or not. Hope you can see that. Something I'd like to add about this mess tracks. We had just gotten a new too large tent. Okay, typo I think. One we can both stand up in, this being my husband Rich and I. The night before this picture was taken, I was bored and Rich was sleeping, so I quietly had a flashlight shine on the walls from inside the tent. I was making shadow puppets in the light on the wall when I asked Rich to do it as well. The next evening it looked good from the outside, but the night I was playing around, when I was done and went to go to sleep, I noticed something pulling on the rainfly cords that are right above these footprints. I could see no face, it was backlit, but I did see darkness in the corner telling me someone was there. I like to think my shadow puppet show was enjoyed, I don't know. Another thought, maybe I should set boundaries. This is blatant invasion of privacy on their part. Upon hearing a close vocal recording I have, my brother told me, that is, shooting close. No one should enter another's camp without saying anything, no matter who it is. And I agree with that. I know he is right. It is a matter of not just privacy, but safety. I have become accustomed to footprints in my camp, and so much more, always thinking this is their territory, not mine, and I should respect that. And I have. I don't search for them, call them, bait them, or trick them. But respect runs both ways, and I need to listen to my common sense and stay away. Oregon has many beautiful places to camp. One of the kids asked me once if I would still camp here if the Sasquatch were not here. No. A very easy no. I should start camping in the land of agates or the land of obsidian, both just a few hours away. This is a hard decision to make as I am so intrigued by them. We will see. I'm happy to share it with you, Bart. I don't know anyone personally that is interested, so it feels good to talk about it. Okay. Quite a few years ago, I was camping alone at my favorite spot. It was pouring down rain. No one else for miles around. When I was ready to go to the tent, it was cold. In the tent as well as outside. And my sleeping bag was cold, so I got a big idea. I put hot coals from the fire in the cook pot with a lid, then used it like an iron inside my sleep bag to warm it up. After refilling the pot twice, my bag was warm and cozy. I really didn't want to put that cook pot away, so I just put it outside the tent door with the lid on it. That worked really nice. Hope to never have to get in a cold sleeping bag again. Well, I got up in the morning and went to get the fire going again. What do you think I found? My cook pot that had coals in it last time I saw it was right next to the fire pit. Empty. The lid was still by my tent where I had left the pot. Evidently someone thought coals do not belong in cook pots and proceeded to dump the coals in the fire. I assume so. That's what it looked like to me. I think it was that same camp trip when I had set my kitchen up on the ground. I actually didn't have the kitchen set up. The one tarp I had with me could only cover my tent, so I had pulled it close to the ground on one side, and that is where I put my little Coleman stove. I had to crawl under the tarp and sit to cook, but it was dry and, well, not exactly cozy, but it will do. One night I had a nice hot cup of strong coffee with instant chocolate in it and a granola bar. I drank most of the coffee and one granola bar, brushed my teeth and went to bed. I woke during the night, several times in fact, hearing that granola bar wrapper, like someone was eating it, then kept looking for more. I don't know. I just heard that foil-like wrapper throughout the night. Well, in the morning I found that second granola bar gone, and my coffee cup was the most disgusting thing I'd ever seen.
It looked like someone obviously drank what was left of the chocolate coffee, then licked it till it was gone. I would never say licked clean because it was just gross. So the rest of the trip I had to use my plastic dump fill cups, red Solo, which really bothers me because it's plastic. And hot coffee doesn't work so well in those, and no, it does not. This is one of the rare times my stuff was messed with and not left as I had left them. I also remember hearing someone come up under the tarp in the night and shake like a dog. I heard the water splashing on the tarp as they shook. Wow, I thought, very interesting. But it makes sense if one has a lot of hair. Now, I better organize myself so I know which times I've told you about and which I haven't. Hope you and your family are healthy and happy. We are, and we hope the same for you, Melissa. See, Barton, I talk a lot. I'm sorry if I overwhelm you with words. I don't have many people to talk to. So if you wind up not reading all, it's okay. I understand. What I need to discuss is myself and the Sasquatch on Mount St. Helens. The weather's getting better and the sunshine always fills me with hope. Summer is the time I get out of this city. I absolutely hate the city. So do I. I don't belong in the city. I never wanted to feel or use that word hate, but here I am. And I love being on the mountain. I hear not only your stories, but others. They are terrifying. I don't know why the Sasquatch you have encountered are such violent, hateful monsters, and I have never experienced anything like that. I have felt fear for no reason to pinpoint as to why, but that has been only a few times in all these years. I think that if I were not accepted in this area, they will let me know. I had a pebble thrown at my tent on the first night of the first camp of the season. One time, I said out loud, "Hey, friends, don't throw rocks at friends. Friends don't throw rocks at friends." But I am so happy you're here. I'm so happy to be here. And never, repeat, never a rock thrown at me again. My brother had a rock thrown, and two of my grandsons had a rock thrown at them on separate occasions. I think it may just be a thing they do to let you know they are around. I don't know. I do rely on my faith in Jesus should things become violent out of the blue. How else is research done if not by just being there? I don't want you to think I don't take you seriously. I believe all that you have to say. I'm just hoping these beings I'm just hoping these beings are varied, like people, some good, some bad. I think the ones in your area have had more interactions with humans than the ones here. It could be there are more than one kind, like there are some cannibalistic tribes of humans in the world. As for otherworldly, I hear that. As for being demons, I can't see demons being so amicable for so long. When I see one of these things, they are always young ones. I feel joy. Bursting happiness like Christmas excitement. I think, hope, and pray there is more than one thing going on here. I just can't seem to stay away for long. I definitely 100% associate these Sasquatch with summer, sunshine, and getting out of the city. Therein may lie the problem. Maybe my experiences are unbelievable. It's okay. That's what I thought as some were happening, real, live in front of me. And they thrill me to this day. I'm heading back up as soon as the snow melts. I'm going to get all I can while I can. Excitement of the new, the strange, the unbelievable makes all the mundane worthwhile, as you well know. Be safe on your adventures, Bart. I hope to chat sometime soon. Okay, another message. Hey Bart, I went camping recently on Mount St. Helens, my favorite camp spot for the last 10 years. I was alone with my dog. I was spooked for 2 nights. Came home day 3. Highly unusual. Look what I found in camp morning 2. Okay, let's see what you found, Melissa. Okay, looks to be some sort of impression there, maybe a footprint. I don't know. It's hard to tell with pictures. There's another one. Now I'm afraid to go camping alone. I'm going back with friends though next week. Good job. Don't go camping alone, Melissa. You might end up in one of those 411 books. I will never camp alone again. I had my good times. I'm not pushing my luck. Thank you, Bart. You saw how large those footprints are. Maybe a new tribe has moved in. So many questions I have. And Bart, thank you for the caring words. I went back to the same spot with a good friend. The Sasquatch action was minimal because my friend is a 6'5" dude. I got a little audio, whispering 20 feet away. Now I'm returning with my older granddaughter and the campers are there now. I do expect high action in camp. I'm trying my old Sony video camera, although I have never had any luck with it in the past. I will have my ever constant audio recorder recording every night. I'm taking pics and footprints always. And so year 10 or 11 of my research goes. I really need to make a habit of writing dates, weather, and happenings down for it to be truly research. But I have learned much and need more info. I'm taking safety steps seriously now. I'm safe. Thanks for being here for me to share with, Bart. I consider you a friend. Melissa in Oregon. Okay. And that's Melissa's emails about her experiences on Mount St. Helens. So thanks a lot, Melissa, for sharing that with all of us here. We really appreciate it. We're only interested in true, real experiences. No creepypasta, no fiction, nothing like that. So if you have an experience with one of these inhumanoid creatures, please feel free to share it with me. Email address is in the description. If you have any comments, please feel free to share. I love to read your comments. I know I'm behind on a lot of them, but I will be catching up very soon. And I'll be back again very soon with more experiences from my viewers. I have a bunch more to go. I want to thank you guys for being here with me today, and thank you for your patience. I know I'm not the fastest YouTuber on this platform. In fact, I'm probably the slowest and the least technical of everyone. So those that have stuck with me and keep watching my videos, thank you so much. We love you guys, and I promise we will be back very soon. Okay, have a great day. God bless. Be safe. Remember, be kind to one another. That's the main thing. Just be kind to others. Just like you would like them to treat you, that's how you should treat them. Okay. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. God bless.